Welcome to Bizworld. I'm Afrina Romzi. Logistics vehicle owners who are eligible for the Subsidized Diesel Control System (SKDS 2.0) program but have yet to receive their fleet card can apply for reimbursements beginning July 1st. The Finance Ministry said the applications must be made through the Budi Madani portal and that applicants must keep their receipts for audit purposes. It noted that to be eligible for the refunds, logistics vehicle owners must register an SKDS 2.0 by June 30th. The ministry added that the interim reimbursement mechanism is intended to cover additional expenditures incurred until the fleet card is received. Thus, the government urged eligible logistics vehicle owners to apply for fleet cards so that the targeting of subsidy achieves its objectives. Under the scheme, they will continue to receive subsidized diesel at a price of RM2.15 a litre. The Employees Provident Fund (EPF) recorded a total distributable income of RM19.2 billion for the first quarter ended March 31st, 2024. This marks a 33.1% increase from RM14.4 billion in the same quarter of last year. In a statement, EPF said the distributable income excludes mark-to-market gains from unrealized securities. Of the total distributable income, RM16.5 billion was generated for Simpanan Conventional and RM2.6 billion for Simpanan Syariah. Its CEO, Ahmad Zulkarnain said the FBM-KLCI index also increased by 10% year-to-date, reflecting confidence in the growth and impact of various new economic and industry policies. However, the financial markets remain subject to several risks, including high interest rates, geopolitical and conflict risks, and policy changes, resulting from numerous elections in major economies this year. Domestic tourism expenditure in the first quarter of this year soared 25.3%, reaching RM24 billion. According to DOSM, this surge is mirrored in the number of domestic visitors, which increased by 19% to 58 million from the same quarter last year. This is largely driven by a 34.4% rise in the number of tourists and a 29.7% rise in excursionists, where tourist spending contribution accounted for the majority at 61.5%. DOSM noted that domestic visitors spent most on shopping, followed by food and beverages and purchase of automotive fuel. Meanwhile, visiting relatives and friends remained the primary purpose of domestic tourism, accounting for 33.6%. A combination of robust Malaysian macroeconomic data and weakness in key US indicators has drawn investors to redirect their funds into the Malaysian debt market in May. According to Kenanga Investment Bank, total foreign debt holdings rose to RM271 billion in May, compared to RM266 billion in April. Meanwhile, the share of total outstanding debt increased to 13.2% versus 13% in April, recording a 5-month high. Notably, it said that on May 7th and 8th, investors net bought RM2.3 billion in bonds, following the release of weak US jobs report and ISM services figures. Besides this, on May 17th, lower than expected US inflation figures and weak retail sales led to single-day inflows of RM900 million. The substantial inflows were driven by funds flowing into Malaysian government securities, government investment issues, and Malaysian Islamic Treasury bills. Bursa Malaysia closed lower today as market sentiment remained cautious ahead of the US Federal Reserve's decision on interest rates. At 5 p.m., the FBM-KLCI declined by 2.54 points to 1,608.95. Overall, losers stumped gainers with 758 counters down and 550 counters up, while 468 counters traded unchanged. Total volume stood at 7.58 billion shares, valued at 5.27 billion ringgit. That's all the time that we have for Bizworld. I'm Afrina Romzi. Thank you for investing your time with us.